If you're a service business, this video is for you. AI is changing the way that people find service businesses. It's becoming a discovery and an evaluation layer for your business. If you're used to referrals from Google Local Listings, Google Business, or from your reputation or your search presence and your brand recognition, if you're anything from a plumber to a dentist to a doctor to a law firm, you've relied on this old service discovery model for many years. That is changing with AI, and specifically right now with the most used platform and daily use of ChatGPT. Most people are now turning to that to look for referrals for businesses, especially service businesses in their area, in their industry, or for their business. So what's really changing? Buyers are now asking AI who to trust. They're moving away from the traditional channels. They're now starting to trust AI, ChatGPT a lot more. So they're asking, which service business should I use? Which one is right for me? Which one is right for my business? Which one is right for my particular problem that I need to solve right now? So service firms are being evaluated indirectly. There's no more long research, Yelp, these kind of things going on. ChatGPT is doing it all for us. As a side note, if you look at where the sources are coming from, Yelp is still heavily cited in certain instances when it comes to ChatGPT. So really, what does this mean? Why are service firms vulnerable right now in this particular shift? It's because they're selling expertise. So a lawyer is going to sell his legal expertise. It's not selling a product. The value for service firms is abstract. They're selling their experience. It's not tangible. It's not a physical product. You can't hold it in your hands. The positioning is intentionally broad because they want to get as many people as possible. So this is difficult, when it comes to service businesses. Language that really confuses AI is language being too generic, too marketing, too salesy, and not really specific. So things like bespoke solutions, tailored engagements, end-to-end services, that means nothing to AI. And I've been guilty in the past to write this kind of copy for, marketing speak. It doesn't work anymore. So it's time to clean house and come back to where are people going to actually use this and find you. And that's why we have to work towards training our businesses and speaking correctly for AI models. Doesn't mean we have to sound like robots. It means we have to take stock of all of our content. So how does AI really evaluate service firms? It looks for, and here's the biggest one, a clearly solved problem. If I type in an issue that I have, if I need a dentist for a specific issue, if I need a plumber for a burst pipe, it looks for a specific problem that it's going to solve. It also looks for locality and deeper into the quality of what kind of work you've done, reviews, everything else. So it tries to build an idea of your business before it recommends, because it is conscientious about recommending the right things for the questions that it's asked. The reason being is if it recommends the right things, you will keep coming back and using that model of AI, and it starts learning, okay, this is the answer that I gave this person for this particular question, which is the best plumber in my area, which is the best lawyer in my area for this particular issue. And if you like that and you use that and you click on the link to go out to their site, then it's going to keep recommending that for similar queries across the board when it gets asked similar questions. So it's training itself on what works, what doesn't work as well. Here's something you can do right now is you can go ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, whatever you want to use, and ask AI to recommend a service provider in any industry that you want. What it will do is it kind of narrows the field. And so you might know of certain local service firms or service firms that you're involved in, but you might not be there. You're like, this is perfect. I should be there. I am the number one lawyer in Los Angeles. It doesn't matter. If you're not clear and if AI cannot categorize you to specifically answer that user's query, then you will not be found. So you disappear from those citations and those recommendations. Here's why scale and size no longer guarantees visibility. Prestige is really hard for AI to infer. it doesn't know that you're cool. It doesn't know that you have a million billboards or TV ads or you've won all these awards, whatever. It doesn't know that unless you've specifically told it. It can't build prestige. It's not human based. So clarity is what matters more than the brand right now. Clarity on what problems you solve, what services you offer, and who you offer them to. Being really specific is what's going to matter. For instance, right now, potentially smaller and more focused firms and service firms can surface first because they're straight to the point. They say exactly what they do. They're very direct and they fit that specific problem for that person in that locality. So what does this mean for growth? It means that being good or saying that you're good is not enough. What you need to do is you need to be understood. So you need AI to understand you and you need it to understand, okay, here is all the information and this is exactly what I do. No fluff. That's what we're doing. And what happens then is this levels the playing field for everyone. People that don't have the media budgets of other people when it comes to Google or to TV now have a massive opportunity for leveling the field in terms of really focused firms and specialists. Now, ChatGPT and AI models give specialists a helping hand to cut through the rest of the incumbents or the big guys who are more general across a range of services. This is a very exciting time for everyone, every business out there to really focus on where this is going in 2026, because this is going to be a huge opportunity for any business to be on the same stage as the businesses that you've kind of either said never outspend those guys, will never outrank those guys. That's not the case anymore. So what should we look at next? We'll do some vertical specific examples, some analysis, and we'll look at how AI sees your business and how you can actually use this to your advantage and how you can start thinking about how you structure your content, how you structure what you actually do from a marketing standpoint. And then we'll look at how you can apply this so that you can take advantage of how AI and ChatGPT works for your business. So it really does matter. This is the biggest thing I've seen in 20 years, which is why I want to take you along the journey with me. I'll do more of these videos and we'll get into real life demos, walkthroughs, and actionable insights that you can put into your business. We'll build some tools and then you'll get an easier understanding of how AI is. This is not about being overly technical. I like to explain things very simply that can be extremely technical. Anyway, thanks for watching.